like race bike? What do you mean, like?
Like proper Suzuki factory bike.
From probably about the 80s, somewhere in the 80s.
It's a Mark, I think it's a Mark 9 or a Mark 8.
And
Maybe it's a Mark 9, I think.
And it was rumored to have been at the
TT?
Iowa Man TT.
Yeah, so it's a T.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly raced at the TT. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's going to come. Magnesium engine casings.
Unobtainium stuff.
Clutch.
Yeah, it's a proper. I seen it actually, and I think I sent it. So
Yeah, what was crazy is Dave sent me it was an auction.
And
he sent me the link.
And I think I said, you need to tell Pete about this because he could just buy the real deal.
Yeah. And then it sold, and then client of mine called me.
Called you up and said, hey.
He actually texted me the next day and he said, oh, you won't believe what I've just bought. And I'd seen obviously David sent me the link for the RGB 500. And straight away in my head I goes, RGB 500? He goes, yeah, how did you know I got one of those? I'm like, yeah. And then
you
I
were watching
the
it.
picture, I said, it's this one, right? He goes, damn.
We know about things.
Keep anything private.
Keep an eye on that kind of stuff.
Put two and two together.
That's cool.
So that'll be fun.
So you're getting out there, Andy. You're definitely getting.
Yeah, keep a low profile, really.
I mean, this
We
guy.
know a lot of people now.
This guy that brought this VF from what, Ventura? Him and his wife, and they were like, "Oh, we binge watched all your videos."
That
What?
I was like, "Holy shit!"
85 BF 1000 was a guy who'd been watching the channel for a long time.
This one over here.
Man, I was like, "Holy shit, that's a lot of binge watching."
880 videos.
Oh,
And I mean,
this is pretty clean in its own right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks good too.
Yeah, it's got to be fully recommissioned. It's the same old story, it hasn't run or ridden for 10 years, 15 years. It's most of what we get.
This is the tank that Andy was talking about that I should have been filming. My phone was in the car. He did all this paint on the tank by hand. This is his work. Almost, I'd say it looks better than factory. But this is a CBR 250, 4-cylinder, and the RPM rev range is, what did we say? 20,000 RPMs.
Yeah, and it'll do it.
It'll do it, huh?
Yeah.
That little thing will surprise you.
It'll do it with me on it. Like I said, I'm 200 pounds. Maybe a little bit more, and it'll pull pretty much top revs with me on it as well. So
Awesome.
they're cool little bikes.
What do you think this would pull on the market?
Difficult to say because I haven't seen another one brand new. And if you look, it's only got 31 kilometers on it.
We had less than that.
Before you guys got a hold of it?
And that's genuine mileage. Yeah, that's actual.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
It's a cool little bike.
Difficult to say, what it'll go for. And you just, all you need is a couple of collectors, right, on, an auction that want it.
Yep.
And it could go, I think it could go 20K.
Yeah, and away it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. You get enough people who want it. Because where are you going to find another brand spanking new 92 250 RR, right?
Well, I mean that.
With 30 kilometers on the clock.
You're not.
There's not another one.
See, this a lot of people who don't understand this, they don't realize the value of these bikes. I mean, you can't just go to the store and buy one anymore.
Yeah,
And it costs a lot of money to restore them. I mean, it's not like, I won't say what's in that bike, but it's a lot of money to get them to that level.
Yeah, to that level.
It's a lot of money, right? So
Should make it showroom floor.
They should go, they should demand a lot of money at auction if you're going to sell.
Absolutely.
Because I can tell you now, in that bike, there's probably 500 hours. 500 hours, right, to get it to that level. So, it's like classic classic. It's the same with classic cars, with muscle cars, right?
Labor of love.
You know,
Hours and
you
hours.
put 250,000 into an old Mustang or whatever.
People do it
You know, Challenger.
every day. Go.
It's,
Do you ever go to those car shows downtown Modesto?
I haven't yet. No.
There's a lot of money in those cars, and it's
That's what I say. It's not cheap.
cool to watch. See those
So
cars out there.
if they do come up for sale eventually, then they deserve to fetch that kind, the right kind of money.
Rightfully so. Heck yeah. But the level that you do them at, Andy, and the paint jobs, that's the difference to any. I mean, the attention to detail. I mean, this bike looks factory, dude. And I can only imagine what it looked like when it came in. But it looks amazing. You got the painting down.
Yeah, and like I said, most of them come in looking pretty sorry for themselves. Even the low mileage, we've got quite a few low mileage bikes, but Dave will tell you, they're no better. Typically, the low mileage bikes we get, they're in for restoration. They're often in worse condition than something with 30,000 miles because they've been left. They got no mileage. They haven't been ran,
Yeah.
15 years, 20 years. So if a bike just sits, it rots away
It
from the
rots.
inside.
Yeah,
And you end up way more work in a low mileage bike than like I said, something that's been ridden
that ZX,
regular.
That's
that
crazy.
ZX7, that 93 that I picked up, it's
Uh-oh.
it's in really great shape, except it's been left to lay in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the tank is terrible inside. I can't even get it open right now. I'm having you.
Oh, that's the 93?
Yeah, I put stuff down the, and I have the key and everything, but I haven't been able to get it open.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
So, that's what I tell all clients, you gotta ride these, I mean, all the bikes we do are, we do them to ride, right? They're not trader queens. So it's, we encourage clients to ride their bikes, even if they're fully restored, brand new bikes, because it's the best thing for them.
Absolutely.
You don't want to take them from here and then lock them up and that's it. They'll just deteriorate again, and 5 or 6 years, you're having to put a whole ton of money back into them again.
I think I read something, CEO of Porsche, forgot his name, but he was mentioning his frustration, the fact that people buy these cars and they don't drive them and they put them in air bubbles and all this weird stuff, and they're meant to be driven.
Yeah.
And he's frustrated by the fact that they buy these fantastic technical advanced vehicles and they just park them.
Yeah, and look, if you've got a big collection, it's not easy, right? I mean, you can't be riding every bike every week. And there's ways you can look after a bike that's in storage, for sure. But you should still be, running them up and exercising the brakes and things like that, right? And just keeping all the cycle, all the moving
100%.
parts. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's critical to heat cycle them the same as it is heat cycle our bodies. If we don't, they fall apart.
I've got so many clients with big collections. They've got some fantastic bikes, but they're just sat there, rotting away, basically.
Oh man, that's a bummer. And if you look at it externally, it's like it's technically it is a brand new bike, but just from the environment, everything.
The coolant systems rot out, and the brake systems obviously start leaking, and then it pukes, brake fluid all over the paint, and that then starts to deteriorate.
It eats the paint, yeah.
And if you're not, and the moisture still gets at them, the damp still gets at them, unless they're in a conditioned, temperature controlled environment, and eventually they'll rust away as well. They can have no miles on them and still be rust buckets.
Which that bike over there was.
Yeah, that 250.
The 250 was.
I think it had been left in a shipping container.
That's
They
the worst.
literally had 24 kilometers on the clock, so the guy must have literally picked it up from the dealer, rode it home. That was it. And then it got, it was probably in the back of a garage or in a shipping container, and it just rusted away.
That sucks.
So
Yeah, I mean,
And that's
the
why it took,
cylinders.
500 plus hours to bring it back, because every single nut bolt, the frame was all corroded, everything had to be redone.
And it looks absolutely brand new.
Yeah, it's to die for, that's for sure. And surprisingly, how good that thing actually runs.
Yeah, and the motor was trashed on it. We had to completely strip the motor and rebuild it all.
I was lucky enough to get to flog it a bit.
It's a pretty bike. The color scheme works.
Yeah, they did a special edition Castrol as well version, which is really nice. It's white, but with all the Castrol colors.
Colin Edwards special.
Yeah. So,
I seen him racing just recently. They're all talking shit like he was gonna get passed, but old Colin Edwards still has it.
He put on a little bit of a clinic, did he?
Something. He was schooling those guys. He was up front. It was cool to see. Yeah, Andy, you got a special talent. I gotta put it. I mean,
yeah, the only problem is we're completely out of space again. There's only, a year and a half ago, we doubled the size moving here, and we could double the size again.
yeah. I put Iconic out of business.
Oh,
I don't know that.
Well, you can have quantity or you can have quality. You can't have both.
No, and there's only, when you're putting, even in a recommissioned bike, which is not being restored, you're still putting, a couple of 100 hours into them. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can have, 2,000 square foot shop and have 10 bikes on the go, because you haven't got enough hours in the day.
Right.
Unless you're going to hire people, and then the problem with hiring people is you don't have the personal touch that we provide, right? So
Up here in
Well, the proof is in the results, I'll tell you.
okay.
It's clear as day. This bike looks brand new. But that's a cool story about that RG. It's come back full circle.
Yeah, that happens more often than you think. Actually, people find you one way or another.
From a bike
I'd never
that-
known this guy, and he researched the bike, and then somehow, because he knew that RG, if you remember, it won that award at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, I saw the article.
So he traced it to that first. He knew it was that bike.
Track that guy down.
And then Matt, who showed it at Pebble Beach, he did a shout out. I think he did a shout out to me
Well, the price is right.
for restoring it. And then the guy saw that. Then he found the channel, YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then
That's
the YouTube
cool.
channel, he contacted me.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's crazy. People find a way.
No, but I did see that. I saw that he won that. Yeah, Yeah, he won that bike show.
It was a 2-stroke category or whatever. Got a nice trophy and stuff.
So that was the guy that bought it from you.
So that was Matt who bought it from me. Yeah, he showed it, and then he sold it at auction at Meekum. He had it a couple of years, then moved it on, and then the guy who bought it from Meekum contacted me. But we talked a little bit about it, and then he had it 3-4 years, and then I don't know what happened, but then this guy bought it.
Well, I'd like to get some footage of that with it back here again.
Yeah, well, I was going to surprise Dave, because Dave, Dave really wanted that bike.
Yeah.
And I was going to surprise him, kind of have it, because, bring it up and then have it under a cover and say, oh, this came in today. Take a look.
Have a look.
And he'd open the cover and, because he really wanted that.
He wanted that bike, dude. Yes, he did.
And, but I couldn't keep it secret anymore. I said, I got to tell Dave. So I just sent him, but it was funny because the guy sent me a picture once it arrived, and Dave and I are sending bike pictures all the time.
I bet, yeah.
And stuff. So I just shot that off with no description or anything, just to see if he'd pick up on it. And I thought he was going to get it straight away.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
Probably because we send so many pictures of
Yeah,
bikes to each
yeah.
other. And then he came in, and he never even mentioned it, and then I couldn't wait. I was like, didn't you notice anything about that picture I sent you the other day? He goes, which picture? I said, oh, the RG500. He goes, no, I just thought it was. He thought we got a guy, Pete, who's a mega collector of four-cylinder two-strokes, and he's got a lot of RG500s.
Oh, okay.
And in nice ones.
Yeah.
And I think Dave said, oh, I just thought it was one of Pete's bikes. Just sent you a picture. Just sent you a picture. I'm like, take a closer look. And he's looking at it.
Never know.
Shit.
It's crazy how that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's distinctive, right? Because it was the Lance Gamma.
Yeah,
Version,
beautiful.
You know, it had been modified early on, so it's kind of got some unique features. And then he realised, he goes, oh, why you got a picture of that? I know the new owner, he wants to recommission it.
I think that's the second time I've seen a RG Gamma in person,
Yeah,
like up close like that.
yeah,
Aside from the bike shows,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I mean, there's a whole following for him, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
dude.
Rick Lance did a lot of over the years. He did a lot of those.
Known for two-stroke rebuilds,
I would
so
say he was
the man.
most well known, right? I mean,
Okay.
there's a lot of guys tuning him and stuff, but kind of doing the I guess you'd call it pro mod stuff, right? Because he was, you know, putting newer front ends in them and suspension and stuff like that,
Right.
make them handle a little bit better.
Is that your spray booth back there?
Yeah.
I keep seeing the door swinging, like something's moving back there. It's the door.
Yeah.
Well,
I need another one. I need two. I can't keep up right now.
We need a bigger shop.
Oh, Dave, you should see the that R1. body
Oh, I
line.
did. I was looking at it.
Have you matched it in the sun?
No, but I can see it's gray now.
I bet you want to see it in the sun. Just careful with it because it's not wet, but
That took a whole lot
yeah,
of
if you
cussing and discussing.
and then match it against, if you go check it out.
Oh, this is original.
Yeah, so go take it in the sun.
yeah. What is this? To-do list?
Yeah.
At this point, you got to.
That's gonna work.
Isn't it? It's
So
pretty
what
much bang
what
on.
was it? Was it silver?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somebody here?
Yeah. It was silver.
Oh shit, someone's here.
Yeah, it's mine.